Another really good game, and this one pains me because both the Giants and the Vikings, both sets of fans are so excited. The Vikings finally won the NFC North. The Giants are just coming out of a shithole for the last couple of years of just being at the bottom of the NFC least, being the worst of the worst over the last couple of years. They're both on a run, and they're both very capable. So how do you see this one going?
This is a game, another one of those. I mean, I guess it's the playoff times. I'm excited to watch every single one of these games, but this one because I'm a fan of Daniel Jones and because I've always liked the Vikings, but I've always liked the underdog Kirk Cousins. I'm a huge Justin Jefferson fan. I have a lot of interest riding in this game, and it'd be great if you could see both teams win. Right, the good thing about the playoffs, nobody can tie, so that's a thing, and. This one's so hard because the Vikings win so many close games. So I expect it to be close. So initially, you'd think the Vikings win this game, but then you look at the Vikings and what is their weakness? It's the defense, and especially their third down defense. And the games that they've lost, you go back and look at it. The third down defense just was atrocious. And the Giants, I think that they have the ability to be really good on third down with Saquon Barkley and with Daniel Jones and what we've seen with his growth and the cast of receivers that he's working with. They might not be amazing, but they've had some time to work together. And I think it's shown over the last few games. Obviously, the starters sit out in Week 18, but the last few games leading up to Week 17 and in Week 17, that offense looked like it was starting to click with the cast of characters that was there. And so I think that with Daniel Jones showing his improvement, with Saquon Barkley being as great as he's been for them this season, and Daboll, it can't be misunderstood what he's done with this team. Of course, the offense in particular, and him being an offensive guy, like they have really come on at the end of the year. And while I don't think they're a team that can go on and win the Super Bowl, at least not right now, I think that they have what it takes to come in and beat the Vikings. And part of that has to come back on Kirk Cousins and what we've always seen from him in primetime games. You go look at his career in primetime, it is very, very bad. So I think Kirk Cousins turns the ball over here, turns into primetime Kirk. And I think the Giants come in and pull off the upset.
Well, that's a pretty bold prediction. But I like everything you said. The first thing I want to say about Daboll is the proof in what Daboll has done there, especially with the quarterbacks and the offense, was shown yesterday with Webb. Webb looked like a goddamn all-pro out there. So much so that now you got to start asking the question: is he going to stay there with Daboll behind Daniel Jones, or is he going to get out and try to get him a starting job? Because he looked damn good yesterday. But that's a credit to the system, and that shows the longevity of the system in place, which is why I said earlier that the Giants are set up to be very strong in the NFC East over the next 5 years or so, at least. I mean, they could collapse. He could have another dynasty. I mean, he could build a dynasty. He's a young coach. He can be there 20 years and do Bill Belichick. But we know right now they're strong. I think they're going to keep getting stronger, and that is a true testament to what he's done there. The Vikings should win this game. But again, there's a couple things that we got to point out. 11 of their wins came with one score or less, which is incredible on one side, but it's scary on the other. The other is how Kirk shows up in primetime games. And the other is just this franchise has a history of just melting down and not getting it done when they need to get it done. And it's happened since the 70s, and it's kind of a stigma. It's kind of a monkey on their back. For that reason, I would love Minnesota to win a Super Bowl so they can get there and that, their loyal fans can feel something. I just feel like this is waiting for the other shoe to drop, just like you. And I expect this to be an upset, and I'm taking the Giants.
Yeah, and I'm picking the Giants to win this game, and I think they'll win this game, but I will be rooting for the Vikings. I hope they're, like you said, I hope they're able to pull off some upsets as they go on, but they should be able to win this game if they're ever going to get there. And I would love to know what you think about this game, what you think is going to happen, who you think is going to win. You let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next video.